back. I'm Roku, and I'm back for some more beer reviews for you, the fans. Welcome to 2017. Hopefully I'll be renewing some new beers and some interesting beers, hopefully. So this one is a beer that I was originally going to get a little while back, but to be honest with you, I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, do you know what, I'm not going to bother. But I changed my mind a few weeks later, went back and purchased what I think is a funky name for a beer. There you go. This is a pumpkin beer, and it's called Evil Pumpkin Beer. Fantastic artwork there. Comes in at 3.8 and is a 500ml. I'm just going to cover that up because it does tell you what the beer actually tastes like. 500ml. So yeah, just covering the back up there because it does tell you what the beer tastes like, and I don't want to cheat, so you know, I like to do it off my own back. There it is, Evil Pumpkin Beer. The Americans are notorious for their pumpkin beers and their ales, so will it live up to the champions of this kind of style? Well, I don't know. This is from England, so this is our very own version of a pumpkin beer. Very interested, never had pumpkin beer before. It's from the Wychwood Brewery, so there you go, fans. Wychwood Brewery. I'm just going to stick that there. And there's your cap, just plain orange, bit like a pumpkin. I wonder if that was meant to be or whether they just got lazy. Who cares? Stick that on. Also a bit of a artwork there, witch on a broom. And as always, the evil pumpkin coming back, almost to haunt you. Right, the beer itself, very, very small head. Just move this bottle out of my way. I can't get in on the head. There you go, very small minimalistic head. Just going to see if I can come over. There you go. Look at that, very thin, wispy. I'm also looking at myself on another screen, bearing in mind, fans, so if you keep watching me looking up, then I'm just keeping tabs on myself to see the best for you fans. But there it is, underneath the head there. So a small, pretty boring head. Colour itself is of the ruby red colour. Very, very striking, strong. Got my suspicions this could borderline an ale in the colour. But I come prepared, ladies and gentlemen. I come prepared, armed with another phone. And what I'm doing is I'm going to use this as my torch. Boom. You've seen the light, fans. You've seen the light. Anyway, I'm using this light now just so that you can see. Oh shit. Carbonation there, very slow, steady. You can see the colour as well, like I mentioned, very, very red, that ruby red. And there's the head. Oh, there you go. So overall appearances look pretty good, right? It's strong ale colour, showing a bit about the head. Head could be a little bit better, but I just want to see what we can do. I'm just going to go ahead and put this down on the floor, as I don't want to cheat, and just to prove that it is on the floor. There you go, it's on the floor. So I can't cheat, ladies and gentlemen, because the back of the bottle does tell you what it tastes like. Although bearing in mind I have not paid any attention to that because I don't believe in that. I just buy beers on what I think looks good. I don't buy them for their taste, or if I get recommended a specific beer, then hey, I like that sort of shit. So here we go. Starting with the smell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can dig out some good stuff. Ooh, wow. Wow. Now that smells good. That really does smell good. That smells stronger than 3.8%. Obviously I can smell little bits of pumpkin, but I'm getting a real earthy, fruity smell, and the fruit comes through very well. It's got a lightness to it as well, that sort of light aroma. It follows the nose. To me it smells fresh, that sort of fresh fruit in the summer. If you're walking down, I don't know, a place where, like a vineyard for example, or that a road where there's just fruit growing in the trees and you're in a meadow somewhere, or something like that, you kind of get that natured smell, you know, that sort of fresh, untampered, really nice smell. Smells good. Right, to my first ever pumpkin beer, ladies and gentlemen. Here's to you, the fans, and a late 2017 appearance by myself. Here we go. First of many beers for the year. That's an ale. No, 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 no. That's not a beer, ladies and gentlemen. That is an ale. I don't like ales. All I'm getting is that hop. What the fuck is that? So I don't know if that's some shit floating. Yeah, I may have got some shit floating in my beer. What the hell's that? Is that there something? I don't know. That line, what is that? Is that? Is that a dark line on my finger? What was it? It's like a hair of some sort, I don't know. A hair in my ale. Hairy ale. Hey! Right, joking aside, very hoppy. Very hoppy indeed. I can't really taste much more other than hops is a little bit overpowering, but I'm getting I don't know if I'm getting a pumpkin taste. It just, I really don't know. Fucking hell, man. Why? Right, let's do this again. Bit disappointed. I want to dig out this pumpkin taste. This is a pumpkin beer, which is more like an ale, so I want to get this down. I need to assess this properly, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first ever pumpkin ale. Right, round two. Trying to work the flavours there. Very hoppy, but there is reminiscence there now. I'm getting a fruit flavour. There's a fruitiness that's coming through. Again, just so that I'm not cheating, that is the back, and I'm putting my hand over. There it is, 3.8 Evil Pumpkin Beer on the floor again. It's on the floor. What I'm getting there is a reminiscence of dark fruit. I'm getting a slight bitterness to it, a very hoppy taste, somewhat smooth and a little bit creamy, a little bit dry and zingy on the aftertaste. That hops is working wonderful, and the fruit I think could be a little bit better. I think the fruit needs to come through a little bit more. Watery consistency, very first quenching. The head actually isn't all that bad. Again, when you look at a style like this, the pumpkin variety, you know, I'm surprised. This is very first quenching. The head on it is a little bit bitter, but very well put together. It's light and it's foamy, dispersed quickly in the mouth, leaves you with a little bit more hoppy flavour. And at 3.8, it's a little bit shit for alcohol consumption, but actually, let's be honest, very first quenching. I think the Americans have got this in the bag, so well done America, you've got no threat from England on pumpkin style ales or beers, because I believe you guys are still the kings and queens of brewing it. But I'm not too bad with this ale. I mean, they class it as a beer, but it's not. It's an ale. Definitely an ale. It's got the texture of an ale. The hops is there of an ale. The colour of an ale. This is just screaming ale. As you know, I don't like ales, but I'm all too happy to try it. Mouthfeel very smooth, gentle. You've also got the aftertaste of a, so I'm just going to put the light back on. You've also got that taste of the, it's like a bitterness with the pumpkin coming through slight. And you get that real hop balancing on your tongue. Slight irony aftertaste as per usual with the ales, but other than that, not too bad. What really impresses me about this ale is the colour, and obviously the fact that it is first quenching. I mean, for a style like this, don't get me wrong, you know, it's very good, very good. Just not my cup of tea. My first pumpkin ale beer, so. Remember, fans, if I burp, it's a sign of good beer. Could do better, but I think America has pulled it out. But I will try some American pumpkin ale if I can get my hands on some. So that is a New Year's resolution to myself. Get some pumpkin ale from America. Yay! Right, there's your lacing, lack of it. But not too bad. The head is still thin, but yeah. There you go. So, my first video back after 2016, entering 2017 now. We're at the end of January. What have I learned so far? I have learned that this pumpkin beer from England is okay. I've also learned the artwork is fantastic, but I've also learned pumpkin beers can be quite nice. So there you go, that's my verdict. What would I score this out of 10? Well, it is an ale despite it saying there, and it clearly says evil pumpkin beer. Not very good, not very good. Mad marketing. Ah, dear, dear, dear. Witchwood, what you doing? I would probably score this, I'm going to be generous, I'm going to give it a 7. It's, again, I've got to mark it for the colour, you know, the consistency. The flavour ain't too bad at all, just needs a bit of work on it. More bring out the fruit. Oh, hello Storm, thank you for watching. Just seen your comment there, the little I'm going to imitate it. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, I don't ever cheat on these, so I'm now actually going to read what it says on the back there. So this is what this is actually going to say about this, so what the company are actually saying about their own compared to what I've just reviewed it as. So here we go. So it says, if I can do this without the beer in my face. So this actually says, this rich ruby ale is brewed with pumpkin and mace. Mace! Mad. To add a gentle warming seasonal spiciness. Hints of toffee and luscious depth of dried fruit and caramel are perfectly balanced by a complex hop flavour. It's the perfect Halloween treat. Do you know what? I didn't get some of those flavours at all. I got the fruit perfectly. The warmth, there is no warmth. Caramel, didn't pick up on that at all. Mace, I wouldn't even know what mace tastes like. I don't think I've ever had mace. Is that just a posh way of saying pepper? I know they use it in America in what we call in England pepper spray. Or as the Americans do call it, mace. The police use this to blind criminals when they're misbehaving. So I'm guessing it's got some form of pepper slash mace in this, which would probably give it that sort of spiciness, I'm guessing, is what they were going for. Just to me, didn't come through at all. It really didn't, and that's a real shame. Because, you know, you look at that yourself. If you can read that, it says it there. To me, that really does sound like a great advert for a pumpkin beer, or an ale in this case. And I just feel that I was a little bit let down. But nevertheless, still a good beer. I would probably still recommend it. So yeah, I definitely would probably recommend it, even though I don't like ale. Am I mad? Possibly. So, that said, I'm now going to sign off. I'll be back with some more beer reviews maybe later on in the months. I've only, you know, to be honest with you, I'm starting to struggle now with getting some beers that I haven't had, or you know, from different countries. Again, trying to avoid ales because I don't like ales. So by all means, fans, if there's anything you guys want to recommend to me, then by all means, may help me out for this year's videos. But I have a few in the pipeline, so stay tuned for those. And thanks for watching, I guess. So I'm now going to enjoy this to the best that I can. And I hope you guys, fans, have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, depending on where you are in the world. So cheers.